Hi, I'm Larry, and I've got some stories to tell. I was adopted before I was a year old. I was raised as a military brat, and I spent about 10 years of my childhood in Germany. I grew up Pentecostal Church of God, which means I was in church Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, and every night for revival until I was about 20. I never stayed in a school more than 2 years. I once tried to rappel with kite string, and that didn't go well. I snuck a ferret onto an airplane that got loose mid flight, and I got caught. I performed a solo on the 50-yard line of the Army-Navy game. At some point, I became an alcoholic. I once landed a private jet in Canada without telling anyone and spent some time with the authorities because of it. I met my birth mother and found out I had three half-siblings. Later, met my birth father and discovered he lives just an hour north of me and there are 10-plus siblings on that side. That's as of the time of this recording. I once nailed a bunch of rabbit skins to a tree with a death card while training for special forces, and I can tell you, it did not go well. I made a fake warrior pass in Korea so I could sneak off base and stay out all night. I've hung out and partied with the rich and famous. I've had more money than I know what to do with, and I've been broke. I cheated on my first three wives, and that is not a bragging point. I never tried drugs as a kid, but I did do acid for a year when I was in the military. I kept thinking I had life figured out, only to keep finding that I was wrong. I moved to Florida for a job, and it's a place I swore I never wanted to be. Somehow, I met the love of my life. Eventually, I pulled my head out of my ass, and here I am today. And there's more. The more gets very personal, and it will be covered, but I'm not going to give away all the good stuff just yet. Through all of that, I learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself, about people, about what really matters. Somewhere between the highs and the lows, I realize most of us are just trying to be better humans. We don't always know how, but the heart behind it is the same. That's what this channel, LarBear Don't Care, is about. It's real talk, real reflection, real life. When I say LarBear Don't Care, I don't mean I don't care about people or the world. It means I've learned to stop caring about the noise, the judgment, the politics, the outrage, all the distractions that keep us from actually hearing each other. What I care about now is compassion, understanding, growth, and the freedom to think and speak honestly. I grew up around the world serving in the military, working in aviation, art, music and entertainment, and construction. All of it gave me a front row seat to how people live and how they treat each other. What I've seen is that life is complicated, but people are usually good. We just get lost. We forget how to listen. We forget how to care. This channel is where I talk about those things. The moments that frustrate us, the ones that teach us, the ones that make us laugh. I'm not a life coach. I'm not a politician. I'm just a guy who believes that being better doesn't have to be complicated. It starts with awareness, with asking questions, with learning to listen again. If you're tired of the noise, if you just want calm, honest conversation about what really matters, welcome. You'll get stories from my life, military days, mistakes, near misses, small wins, all wrapped in humor and honesty. I believe in compassion. I believe in understanding. I believe in growth. I believe in freedom, not the kind that people argue about online, but the kind that lets you be yourself without fear of judgment. The kind that lets you see someone different and still see their humanity. That's what LarBear Don't Care is about. It's not about sides, it's about sense. It's about seeing the world a little clearer and learning how to live a little better. I don't expect anyone to agree with me. Honestly, I hope they don't. That's how real conversation works. I just ask you listen, think, and maybe take something away that helps you in your own life. I don't know where this will go. Maybe it reaches a handful of people. Maybe it grows into something bigger. Either way, it's worth doing. Because if even one person watches something I say and walks away thinking a little bit deeper or feeling a little lighter, that's enough for me. So, thank you for still being here. I'm glad you found me. I'm LarBear, and this is LarBear Don't Care. Not because I don't care about anything, but because I finally care about the right things.